Okay, so I don't know where I'm going. Like in the game, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going because you don't have to get all the orbs.
Yeah, those are just the collectibles, right?
No, 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 no. The orbs are the things that you need to power some shit. But the thing is, I
Oh.
don't know what I'm powering. No, that's the thing. Like
Um,
it's because of the crossplay shit. Yeah, I don't need. So is this where I'm going? Yeah, I didn't need. Okay, we're just gonna go forward. like, I'm not. I've gotten all the trophies. It won't let me collect the trophies again. So yeah, I'm not gonna like go out of my way to collect all the orbs anymore.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Some of the minds that probe does believe only in the physical world. Some believe more or something, 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 something.
Are we having fun yet?
Nah, like I stopped having fun after like the fifth episode. Like I think like episode four hit. No, episode five hit, and that's where it got kind of fucky. Cause I figured like that puzzle out on my own. It just took me a minute. But then episode six hit, and like that was like the switch clicked and like because you remember because I always said like with Limbo, I felt that game went on for way too fucking long because it stopped being entertaining way before it ended. And I mean, if you like physics puzzles, fuck you. You're a terrible person. Um, but they ran out of ideas long before the game ended, and like that sucked. Like I hated it by the end of the game, and like it just wasn't fun anymore. And and I guess like with this, it's kind of the same thing because there are more orbs than you need to finish the game. So are the green ones okay? So where does it take me? So the green ones are the ones I need to use, I guess. Yes. I know your ABC. Won't you come and release me ABCD? Yeah. I keep forgetting. Okay, so the green ones are the ones that I need to hit to go to the next location, or so I thought. Like this, like I don't know. No, I was right. All right. Yeah, the greens were the ones. The green ones were the ones you need to hit. Whew. Video games, man. Some of them, whatever. I feel like this is like me and a song. Like how some songs like just need to be like one long verse because the concept isn't good enough to make a full song out of it. Like I might like come up with like the concept of a novel. Like most Starbomb songs are two verses because like the joke you got the joke by the first verse. The second verse was just like to like give you more of the joke. Like a third verse would
Yeah.
kind of be overkill. Yeah, and like much like how they should have stopped at two albums because the third album was, you
Was
know,
literally the ideas we didn't use in the other two albums.
seriously. Some
And
watch
there was a
especially.
good reason for that.
Yeah, I spent $40 on that CD. Some watcher
Yeah.
specimens are, I think it was 30, but either way, some watcher specimens actually, I think it was 40. Some watcher specimens are millions of years old, so it's fair to assume a high level of intellectual development. That's what it says. If they're telepathic as we think, as well as what the fuck, If they're telepathic as well, I think Corey Five's indigenous species may be the universe's oldest, most powerful quantum computer. If only we knew the programming language. I missed log number 13 because it's back there, and I could go get it. But I think we've all figured out that I'm kind of like over the game at this point.
I mean, I kind of figured that's where we were.
The other minds,
I kind of
other minds here
impressions.
were turning. They thought of the world as little as we do. Also, like I hate like when I get in front of those rocks. I always assume like I'm supposed to do something. But I say, does this take me somewhere important? Because I feel like it don't. What do watchers know about the weather? With no physical senses with which to perceive the world as we with no physical senses to perceive the world, we have to ask. To perceive the world, we have to ask. I feel like there should be a comma there. What constitutes knowledge for a watcher? How do they conceptualize death? What do they know of the physical world? Watchers must have some conception of the natural physical forces, which I seriously gotta stop recording at night. Physical forces which cause them to fuck it. Okay, so this is a puzzle. All right.
You know, the video game part.
All right. Oh, I died. I also kind of like think it's a little lame that it can let me aim the cursor all the way out here, like to the edge of the screen, when clearly there's never going to be a use for that. So
When did we start recording again, by the way? Because you never like really indicated that we started.
we did. Okay. This is another one of those like I can't. All right, I can't clone. So what am I? Why am I here? Like you made me use all the clones, all the clones. So what would be the point? Okay.
The power was inside you all along.
Like the ones back there, I don't need. I know that much, but I can't get to them. Not to mention, like, yeah, yeah. So I need them for sure. What am I doing? Because I feel like that question, like in this game, will get asked so much. What is the objective?
To go forward?
Yeah, but like, okay, so like you can make 4 clones. I have to have all 4 switches pressed here. So I can't for the life of me figure out like how would I go about doing anything because I can't jump. I can't make another clone. I can't do anything. Okay, so let's just like get you all off. I'm just gonna just not put you here. Okay. Okay. Not that.
Would you want them to make a Hotline Miami 3?
No, not after the way they butchered two, and I do
I
mean,
mean, what if it has potential to be good again?
fuck, I forgot to hit the goddamn. Oh my gosh, is there a where am I going? Like, can I not do any of this? Because I feel like I have more orbs than I need. Can I just go forward in the game and just see what happens? Because I feel like at that point, like, the game you're playing isn't fun if you're like trying to figure out whether or not you have to keep playing it.
Yeah, I guess. Like the only time when a game makes it so you don't want to play it and they've succeeded is when you made a horror game. Like usually if you don't want to play the horror game because it actually terrifies you to play it, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's you've done the
Outside of
right.
that though, you shouldn't be at a puzzle game and say, I don't want to do these right now.
Because again, that's how I felt when playing. Okay, so I can't do that. All right, so I don't understand this one, like, at all. Like, how would I go about doing this? Because I can't jump. I can't jump that high. How would I do that? Like, and I have got to say, like, the worst part about it is, like, the first episode has already gone up on the channel. So, like, I'd have to low key commit. Yeah, I can't do anything. What am I supposed to did I start the timer? I feel like I did start the timer. Well, there's a solution to this issue, and like the solution is, look it up. I'm gonna look it up during the video.
Yeah. I mean, what else would you do?
There's a way to do this, and the answer is like, like that's the scary part.
That the developers put this in the game and said you should be able to figure this out?
Yeah, like that part is the bad part. Like the idea they were like, no, like this is totally like doable in some like weird ass Stanley Kubrick fucking way. Okay. If I was smart, I would have like actually watched the beginning to figure out how they like set this up, but I didn't. Oh, that makes sense to them? Okay.
But yeah, I don't. That's kind of what I meant when I was saying like I found it weird that you like this game because I don't recall like loving it. Not to say like I'm right or anything because that's not what I'm saying. It's just I personally don't remember enjoying the game.
Oh no, you might be no, you might have been right about it being like low key terrible. Like
Because I remember like starting it and like enjoying the aesthetic of the game, and then I remember like slowly it not being as fun, and then I thought the ending was kind of neat, but that was about it.
I mean, I got the orb, and like yeah, it does come down to that whole like the people who wrote this were like, no, you should totally be able to figure this out, and I just like, bitch, how? All right. Well, that's the time. This is episode like 8. We only have to do 2 more, like 9 and 10, and then like we can be done for the foreseeable future. Because like, first off, YouTube thought I clicked another video and I didn't. So I'm just watching. Now I'm literally just like sitting here watching the. I gotta find out what the fuck I was in the video now, because there's more butt fuckery coming up. Resident Evil 4 cannot get here soon enough. Like, it can't. And I kind of regret, like, picking this. Which will be... If I play any game that isn't Mario Kart, I'm not going to be happy. And Resident Evil 4. Oh, there's that. Like, I'm not going to be happy. Because... Like, I am a kind of a firm believer that indie games kind of don't have a place. Because it's really just, like, no one thought your idea was good enough to like put big money behind it. And like there are some good indie games, but like for every Hotline Miami there's a Knack. And I know Knack isn't an indie game, but for every Hotline Miami there's a Knack. And Knack shouldn't exist.
There's 2 of those, to be fair.
Yeah, like Knack shouldn't exist. Fucking
I mean there's 2 fucking Unravel.
Unravel should not exist. What was the game we played before this? Like, Typo Man shouldn't exist. Like, this game was good had they just stopped sooner than here. I think it would have been fantastic. Like, I think this would have been, like, because, like, convoluted puzzles, I think, like, a bunch of small, simple puzzles are better than, like, half simple, half, like, ridiculously hard. Because I can't recall... Because I played this on the Vita, and I do not remember having to look up the solutions. I promise you I had to look up that. Like, I think everything from this point forward, I probably just followed a guide. So, you know, that might have been why I have, like, fond memories of it. Is because, like, I didn't struggle. Because I just followed a walkthrough. So, therefore, it wasn't hard. And that was the only reason the game was, like, relatively, like, enjoyable. But trying to do this... with like your own brain power, it's just like no. And again, having to use the same mechanic to solve a puzzle is weird, because I don't think that's I don't think there's any game, there's not a lot of games that would do it that way. Like, yeah, it's the exact same thing. Like, oh, they just do that again. Like, but why? Like, why do that then? Because at this point, like, having to create a bunch of clones that you just kill off to like move around, you're just lengthening the game out, and I hate that. I hate artificial length, artificial difficulty. I hate that shit. Like I'd rather like you make like a Sekiro, and like the game is just hard, than to make something like Knack, and it's hard because we designed it in a way that it's longer because we just didn't make a lot of game. Anyway, I'm done. Bye.